Hi folks! In this video I'm going to teach you how to create, sell and market your own online course. And I'll show you how you can turn your skill into a multi-figure business. Because honestly, why wouldn't you want to make money from home? I'm talking step by step exactly what to do. Digital learning and selling courses is absolutely massive, and I'm sure you see people doing it all the time. Making money from knowledge and skills they already have and building an income from what they already know. This space is predicted to grow to 764 billion by 2030. This is actually the perfect time for you to turn your knowledge or talent into an income stream. And no, you don't need a huge social audience to do this. So if you've always wanted to get into the world of online teaching, this is everything that you will need to know to build your own course. So grab a cuppa and a pen and paper and let's jump in. As always, handy timestamps and links are below. Digital courses are passive income, meaning you only have to create them once and then it can sell over and over and over again on autopilot over the next few years. It's a huge shift instead of having to trade your time for money. That's what we're going to learn today in 4 easy steps. We're going to pick your course topic. We're going to work out what goes into your course, work on actually creating your course without the overwhelm, and launching and marketing strategies. We're not going to overcomplicate anything. It's just a clear step-by-step process that you can follow. So step one, we're going to pick your course topic. But how do we do that? I know that you have a unique skill or talent, even if you don't fully believe it yet. Most people massively underestimate how valuable their knowledge is. Your course topic does not have to be groundbreaking or completely new. You just have to help people get from point A to point B with something that you already understand. A really easy way to think about it is like this. What do people ask you all the time? What do you explain to people over and over again? What could you yap happily about freely for hours and hours and hours without getting bored or having to research it? That's usually your course topic. This doesn't have to be perfect. You're not locking yourself into this forever. You're just choosing one idea to start with so you can start moving forward instead of staying stuck in your head. This is what loads of people get hung up on and they never end up starting. No matter who you are, you have a very unique knowledge about something lots of people don't know. All you have to do is solve a problem for your buyer. If, like me, you do one-to-one coaching, a lot of the time you tend to explain the same 4 concepts again and again to different people. Creating a course lets you package that foundational knowledge once, sell it at a lower price point than you would a one-to-one, and save yourself one-to-one time so you can work on other things. It's genuinely a win-win. People get access to your knowledge and you protect your peace and time. And your course can be on anything, okay? For example, you've kept bees for years. Teach that and turn it into a beekeeping for beginners course. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mum and you used to be a teacher. You can turn that into an online course that parents would pay for. Or maybe you're a superstar meal prepper. You've learned what works, what doesn't, and you've built loads of recipes in a system. Sell that. I guarantee there is something in your day-to-day life that you have researched, love, like this, that you can monetize. My point is, you do not need a brand new idea. You just need something that you already know how to do and that someone else wants to learn. And you would be surprised at what people want to learn. I've seen clowning courses that have sold millions. Nothing is too silly. If you are already a creator or you share your business online, that's honestly a great place to start. If you already talk about something online and people come to you with questions, that's usually a massive clue that there's a course in there. You do not need to reinvent yourself. You just need to build on what you already know and what you're naturally already good at. So your homework whilst you're watching this video is brain dump and create a list of all the things that you could create a course around. Do some research. Don't get bogged down or copy other people. Just see what else is out there. This is not about being perfect. It's about getting clarity on one topic that you could potentially teach. Once you've got that idea, everything else becomes so much easier. So now we've done some research and we know what our course is going to be about. The next question is, what actually goes into your course so it makes sense to someone else? And this is the bit that normally trips people up. So let's break it down properly into bite-sized chunks. So step 2, we're going to structure your course and see what goes in it and how it flows. At a high level, you're just talking about what you already know and organising it into a way that someone else can follow. What would someone need to know first about this topic? What usually confuses people about this? And what steps will help make things click? The platform you choose makes a huge difference to how easy this feels. To create our course, we're going to be using Kajabi, who have very, very kindly sponsored this video. Just to caveat this as well, I've been a paying customer of Kajabi for many, many years. I'm a genuine fan, so I'm thrilled to be saying I would be using this platform regardless. So Kajabi is super user-friendly and an all-in-one platform, which means everything you need to create, market and sell a course all lives in one place. They do everything they can to help you succeed at this. One of the biggest reasons that people don't do a course is because it feels so overwhelming. Kajabi literally removes that by putting everything you need, like products, emails, sales pages, payments, all in one platform. It'll literally take you from your idea to getting paid for it without having to glue loads of tools together or pay a bunch of different subscriptions. So you can focus on the content and the offer, not the tech. Thanks to AI integrations, you can build a course without having to do anything from scratch. Something that would have taken you weeks or months before, you can literally do in a few days. So what goes into your course? You just pop in some information about yourself, your social handles, and Kajabi automatically generates a course outline, suggests modules, the lesson structure, and even the flow of your content. So you're never just sitting there staring at a screen wondering where to start. It will even give you revenue previews and estimated earnings. It's never been easier. Like, genuinely, it's never been easier. It'll basically sense check your course idea before you even start, so you're not wasting loads of time. It guides you through step by step into how you can monetize your knowledge. This will make the whole process feel so easy and simple. It turns your idea into an actual product. So the main thing when you're structuring your course is to know the outcome. So for example, when I created my course, The Honey Hook Method, I narrowed down on one problem loads of people keep asking me about over and over: why their videos weren't getting attention and how to keep people sticking around to watch their content. That gave me a really clear outcome. From there, building the course became really logical. Then we just chunk the content with bite-sized lessons, each containing an introduction, content delivery in either video or text, any interactive elements like quizzes, assignments, worksheets, discussions or challenges, and a summary. You can do all of that in Kajabi. Each module should solve one specific problem. Each lesson should move someone one step closer to the outcome. So now we have a rough structure. Next, we need to build your course. Like I keep reiterating, your course does not need to be groundbreaking. You just need to provide value and actually get them from point A to point B. This is where people tend to overcomplicate things, and that's what I want to avoid. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need long, polished lessons. You don't even need your course to be finished before you start selling it. You just need to think of an idea and start creating your course. One module at a time, one lesson at a time. Some lessons might be 2 minutes, some might be 20 minutes, and that's absolutely fine. A lot of lessons in my own course are short like that because clarity beats fluff every time. Your course also does not have to look a specific way. Some people learn by watching videos, some people prefer slides like a presentation that they can pause and stop. You do not need to choose just one because different people learn in different ways, so you have something for everyone. I tried to combine a mix of these. If explaining something better on a slide makes sense, do it that way. If a concept is easier to be talked through, record a video. If something needs to be clear and skimmable, write it out. There's no right format when you're making a course. And remember, your first version can be just that. You can add lessons later. You can charge more for it over the years. The goal here is not perfection. The goal here is launching. So you've picked your topic, you've structured it, and you've started building it. The next question that everyone's thinking: how does this thing make me money? So step 4, launching and marketing strategies. So what does launching your course actually mean? At its core, a launch is just letting people know the course exists, giving people time to understand what you're building, warming them up to the idea, and opening the doors clearly on a specific date. So most successful launches start weeks or months before you actually sell anything. This is where content, emails, stories, and conversations do the work. You might share behind the scenes, do live Q&As to answer questions, or teach small parts of the bigger concept. The goal isn't to sell it straight away. The goal here is to build awareness and trust, not to hard sell to your audience in any way. This is exactly why having everything in one platform really helps. Your content, your email list, your sales pages all connect instead of living in separate places. This is also where your social content will play a huge role. So start sharing organic content around the topic of your course. Don't hold back, don't gatekeep. When you teach openly and consistently, you naturally build authority in that space. From my experience, that really works. It helps to build the know, like, and trust factor. So once people understand what you're creating, you have to give them somewhere to go. This is usually a sales page. Kajabi, it literally takes a couple of clicks. You build the page, you connect it to your course, and you're done. This is also where freebies come in. So a freebie is just a mini training, a challenge, or a simple framework that you can give people for free. It's to help make someone's life easier and get a small win. This is also how you start collecting email addresses and building an audience you actually own yourself. Your freebie should be directly linked to your course. If the course is a solution, the freebie is the doorway. So ask yourself, what's the first thing that someone needs before they're ready for my course? What's one mistake you see people making all the time? What's one thing that could help them right now? That's your freebie. If your course solves the next logical problem, the sales come naturally. In Kajabi, it's super easy to set freebies up. Just start by creating a free product, you can do that in Canva or Adobe Express. Create a sign-up page and connect it with your email list. No extra tools, no jumping between platforms. People can discover your content, they can grab your freebie, they can join your email list, and they can start hearing and connecting with you. So when you talk about your course, it feels like a natural progression. Then we move into email sequences and marketing funnels. And again, if you're not a marketeer, Kajabi could not make this easier for you. They help you do this really simply in a few clicks. Once it's set up and it's automated, people get the right emails at the right time without me having to do anything manual. The key is setting your funnels up now so they just run in the background. Some other important things to note here. You can create multiple freebies to grow your email list. You can also do webinars or live sessions. Doing free challenges or challenges in the course are a really good thing to do as well. And also doing live Q&As so people can ask you directly. These are not required to market your course. They're just extra options. And again, these all live in one place in Kajabi. So you're not stitching different platforms all together. The most important thing is for clarity. What the course is, who the course is for, and why it helps. A bit of big picture reassurance here as well. Your first launch won't be perfect, and that's normal. A course only becomes a business when you put yourself out there and you allow people to buy it.